Happy Sunday, everybody. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I wanted to come on here. I look a little red and worn out right now. That's because we were out of town, just got back. Well, our air conditioner's been out too since last weekend, and we haven't been able to get the air conditioner fixed. So what we've done temporarily is get a box unit, and so I kind of sweated myself out trying to get that thing installed. It wasn't difficult, but you know how it is when it's hot and muggy. So I'm trying to hydrate myself, and in the meantime I've come out here to do some grilling. Plus it gets me out of the house until it starts to cool down a little bit. I'm going to turn this around here. Yeah. Those are, let me get the label here. Hold on one second. Let me set that down. Okay, the label's kind of destroyed now, but it's ground beef and pork blend patties. Got these at Walmart. They are the best burger patties that I've had in years. I highly recommend them. I'm doing this right now because it's always a good time to barbecue. And this video blog isn't just about my books, it's about my entire life as a writer, as an author. And I live in Texas, so grilling is a big part of that. Plus, I wouldn't care where I lived. I don't care if it's 120 degrees or -12. I'm gonna grill. I'm gonna grill meat. I'm not a vegan, I'm not a vegetarian. No problem, people who are, you know, but just don't give me any grief because I like to eat dead animals, you know. This stuff here is really good. It's barbecue rub. It's not as good as the Jack Daniel's barbecue rub, but that stuff is kind of expensive. I only get that, you know, when I want to splurge. It's Jack Daniel's barbecue pork rub, but I put it on everything. Burgers, chicken, I don't care. It's good. But this is a little bit less expensive, and it really is just as good. I mean, you're just trying to get some good barbecue rub flavor on it. And since we're keto, you know, it really makes you look at what you eat, you know, because you're watching your carb count, you're looking at the fat and the protein. So it makes you really pay attention to the ingredients. You're like, oh crap, that's got maltodextrin in it. That's gonna, you know, raise, you know, insulin, blood sugar, blah, blah, blah. So my wife is better at this type of stuff. So she's my official nutritionist. I defer to her judgment on these things. But the good thing about keto, you can eat bacon. And you can, you know, you can eat bacon and eggs, my favorite. You know, still eat the burgers. I just can't put them on a bun anymore, which, who cares? The bun was just there to hold the meat while you eat it, you know? Okay, while this is cooking, I'm going to take a little bit of opportunity here to talk about 2 upcoming book signings I have. I've talked about the second annual All Hallows reading quite a bit. You know, me, Dana Burnworth, John Moody, and Brandon Henry were all going to be doing this. We did the same thing last year at Half Price Books in Rockwall, Texas. This year we're doing it in Garland, Texas, at a place called A Galaxy Called Dallas. It's a comic book shop. They do a lot of stuff for local authors, and I'm thinking this might be my permanent book signing place for events like this. But okay, that'll be October 13th from 1 to 4 p.m. Saturday. November 3rd is also a Saturday. I'm doing another book signing. It's a solo one. It's at a place in Dallas called Sip Stir Coffee House. It's a small little independent coffee shop. They agreed to let me come in and do a book signing, a small one from my poetry book. And I might have other books there too. Anything that doesn't sell at All Hallows Reading, I'll have that at the other signing. So if you happen to be in the area on those days, love to see you. Come on down. You know, get a book, get an autograph. You know, I got bookmarks. You know, it's going to be a fun day. And we do this every year. This is the 2nd year in a row. So next year I definitely want to do it again at the same place because the guy's pretty cool. So we'll see how it goes on my book sales. Still waiting on that one person to come along and say, hey, I love your book, we're going to turn it into a movie. It's not that I want to become a millionaire and never work again, although that sounds good. I'd be happy to just change what I do for a living. Instead of working 8 hours a day, driving a forklift and pulling orders for some other guy, I would rather work 12 to 14 hours a day, maybe even more, doing my writing, editing, traveling to book signings, everything related to being an independent author. I'd rather work all day doing that, because the best part about doing that for a living, I don't have to be in an office to do it. Now, granted, I got my office here at the house. That's the best place for me to do my writing because it's got all my stuff there. But if I was a professional writer for a living, I can go on a cruise with my wife. I can ride on the cruise ship. Go to a beach. I could be out on the beach with my laptop writing, with a beer in one hand and my mouse in the other. I don't have to actually be here sweating and toiling, in my office without air conditioning. But that's my goal. I would love to do that for my living. And I look at it this way: if I was a full-time writer, that's how I made my money, I'm never going to retire. My job I do now, I'm 43 years old. I'm going to be 44 in April. It's not an old man. I'm not saying it's old. But I've been doing this work for over 20 years. Warehouse work, shipping, receiving. I'm getting too old to be lugging heavy stuff around. That's why I'd rather be an author. I get my exercise in by getting up and taking walks, walking down a beach, with a margarita in my hand. But I'm still walking, I'm getting my cardio. That's the important thing. But that's what I'd like to do, is be a full-time writer. Because that's all I really want. I just want to write and edit. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent now. It's getting about time for me to check on my burgers. So stay tuned for more video updates. I'm sorry I've been away from YouTube for so long. But, as they say, hashtag author life. Got shit to do. Hope to see you at the book signings, and everybody have a great upcoming week, and try not to work too hard. It ain't worth it.